Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On first down, he'll drop to throw, and he completes it to Cohen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Lions have recovered.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Now this one complete to Robert Foster. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Ty Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On first down, Hurts. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Bilal Nichols. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run with the former Bulldog. It's the rookie DeAndre Swift. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll run it with Johnson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They go play action with Hurts. That is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Here's Hurts to throw. Powers through. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll roll him out right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The kick by Marr is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Hey, defense, let's go. 19 right. Hey, check back 21. Back 21. Check back 21.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. And we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment. I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot, excellent coverage, didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Eluding the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On second down, it's Johnson, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing is Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Robert Quinn able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Bears in good field position to start out first and 10 at the 40.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21, check, 19 target.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. On the give, this is Cohen, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. They'll look to throw here on first down. Going for it all. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Forward Tariq Cohen, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Hurts fumbles it, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
We got this. Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen. It's time.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They go to Johnson again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. We are off to the fourth quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 2nd and 9 now. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. Throw caught here by Bird. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Tuck it and run. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. He's back to throw, and he completes it to Cohen. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, 1st down. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Johnson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Detroit, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.